You woke up this morning and something felt different. Maybe it was the light, softer, brighter, more alive. Maybe your coffee tasted deeper, richer, like it held a secret. Or maybe it was that quiet inner pause. Wait, something shifted. Most people ignore this. They call it imagination, wishful thinking. They've been taught reality is fixed, that there's only one timeline, and you're stuck in it. But here's the truth no one tells you. You've been timeline jumping your whole life. Every real choice, every shift in awareness, every moment you truly choose, you create a quantum fork. Infinite realities bloom. And right now, as you hear this, you may have just stepped into your chosen timeline. The signs are everywhere if you know how to see them. When synchronicities multiply, when the universe answers your thoughts before you finish them, when life suddenly flows with uncanny ease. That's not coincidence. That's your consciousness recognizing, I'm in a new stream of reality. This isn't mysticism, it's quantum physics. At the subatomic level, particles exist in superposition, multiple states at once. Only when observed do they collapse into one reality. And here's the revelation. You are the observer. Your consciousness isn't watching reality, it's creating it. When you expand your awareness, when you embody a higher version of yourself, you collapse a different wave function. You don't just change your mind, you shift timelines. That's why opportunities appear out of nowhere, why people treat you differently, why doors swing open that were locked. Yesterday, you're not manifesting. You're resonating with a reality that already exists, and you finally tuned in. So how do you know you've shifted? Watch for these signs. Time bends, days feel spacious, yet you accomplish more. Hours dissolve in flow when you're aligned with purpose. This isn't perception, it's physics. Time is frequency dependent, higher consciousness, but different. Relationship with time. Synchronicities accelerate. Not just one coincidence, but a cascade. You think of someone, they call, you need an answer. It shows up in a book, a song, a stranger's words. Jung called this meaningful connection beyond cause and effect. Quantum physics calls it coherence. Your mind entangled with the universe's intelligence, resonance recognition. People, ideas, opportunities feel familiar, like you've known them forever. That's exactly what I needed. How did they know? It's because your new timeline only delivers what vibrates with who you're becoming. Your emotional baseline rises, not forced positivity, but a quiet, steady calm. Scarcity gives way to trust. Anxiety softens into presence. Why? Because emotion is your signal to the quantum field. Fear resonates with struggle. Love resonates with flow. Shift your inner frequency, and reality reorganizes around it. And here's the deepest truth. You don't need the perfect job, relationship, or bank account to feel peace. Consciousness creates reality, not the other way around. The inner shift always comes first. It's not the money that brings abundance, it's feeling abundant before it arrives. Not the relationship that creates love, but embodying love before it shows up. Not the perfect job that gives purpose, but living from purpose before the path appears. When you hold that emotional frequency, you don't attract reality, you collapse it from possibility into form. Effortless alignment follows. Right action stops feeling like discipline and starts feeling like breathing. You naturally choose foods that fuel you. You rise early, not because you force it, but because your soul craves the stillness. Saying no to misaligned commitments feels like freedom, not guilt. Why? Because your chosen timeline runs on love, not fear. It's not about proving your worth, it's about expressing it. And when you flow with that current, resistance melts. You're no longer fighting yourself. You're finally being yourself. But timeline shifting isn't a one-time jump. It's a moment-to-moment choice. Will you react from old patterns or respond from your highest frequency? So right now, pause, and if this resonates, type in the comments. I choose my highest timeline. Don't just say it. Feel it. Let it be a signal to the quantum field. I'm ready. This isn't just engagement. It's a conscious reset. A break from unconscious loops. Because here's what changes everything. Every conscious choice collapses the wave. Choose. From love, not fear. From possibility, not lack. And you instantly shift into a reality that matches that choice. You're not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself through you. Your thoughts, electromagnetic pulses, your emotions, chemical and energetic broadcasts. Your heart, it emits a field 60x stronger than your brain, and when it's coherent, it tunes reality. Science confirms this. The HeartMath Institute shows when you're in heart coherence, aligned in thought, emotion and intention, your field becomes organized, powerful and far-reaching. And when many people do this together, they create collective coherence, shifting not just personal timelines, but global ones. So your shift matters for everyone, and as you step deeper into your chosen timeline, you remember a forgotten truth? You're not a small self trying to survive in a cold universe. Your consciousness itself, exploring creation through human form, your worth isn't earned. It's inherent. You don't need to fix yourself to deserve joy. You're already whole, already enough, already worthy. When that truth moves from your mind into your bones, manifestation transforms. You stop chasing life and start allowing the universe to express through you. But this requires one radical act, letting go of who you think you should be. To become who you truly are, forget the old story that growth must be painful, that you must suffer to be worthy. That ease means you're not doing it. Right, that's survival programming. Your chosen timeline runs on grace, not grind. Recognition resonance deepens. You start seeing yourself clearly, not through the lens of lack, but through the eyes of the quantum field. Your sensitivity, a superpower, your questions, deep intelligence, your longing for meaning, not dissatisfaction, wisdom. You stop fixing, start flowing, and reality mirrors back. Yes, this is who you've always been. This isn't about positive thinking or repeating affirmations. It's quantum coherence, aligning your awareness with the deepest truth. Consciousness is creative. Awareness is sacred. Your presence matters. So I'll ask you, what old story about yourself are you ready to release? Drop it in the comments. What are you letting go of to make space for your true self? Because when you stop pretending, everything shifts. Not because you became someone new, but because you finally stopped hiding. If this is resonating in your bones, subscribe not just to this channel, but to this frequency. Subscribe to the remembrance. You are consciousness, focused through human form. Reality is alive, responsive, and co-creative. And every time you choose your highest timeline, you lift the whole field. Present moment expansion unfolds. When you're aligned, now becomes rich, vivid, electric with meaning. You're no longer chasing the future or fixing the past. You're fully here, where all timeline shifts actually happen. The past, memory; the future, possibility. But choice lives in this breath. In presence, you sense what's aligned and what's not. You feel the subtle pull of expansion versus contraction. You recognize real opportunities and distractions in disguise. This is ancient wisdom. The present is the sacred portal. Not spiritual bypassing, but quantum navigation. When you're fully here, you feel the field responding. You detect which choices amplify your timeline and which dim it. Modern life scatters your attention, past regrets, future fears, endless scrolling. But timeline shifting demands undivided awareness. Gather your consciousness into this moment, this breath, this choice, this chance to align, and when you do, time becomes your ally. No more running out of time. Instead, spaciousness, rhythm, flow. You tap into eternal time, the dimension where all possibilities exist at once. And from there, you don't force reality, you collaborate with it. Reality collaboration begins. Life stops feeling like a struggle and starts feeling like a dance. Solutions appear before problems are fully formed. Resources arrive in unexpected ways. The right people show up exactly when needed. Why? Because you've stopped trying to control and started trusting the intelligence that grows your hair, beats your heart, and moves the stars. But collaboration requires surrender. The universe may deliver your desires in a form you didn't expect. You ask for money and get a calling that unlocks hidden gifts. You seek love and meet your own worth first. You want purpose, and everything familiar falls away, so your true self can rise. The quantum field knows you don't want things. You want the feeling those things represent: peace, belonging, purpose, and it will craft the most elegant path to that state, even if your mind can't see it yet. So hold your desires lightly, but your vibrational commitment fiercely. Trust that consciousness navigates complexity far beyond logic. And remember, your shift doesn't just change your life, it makes it easier for others to find theirs. Integrated embodiment settles in. Those high-frequency states you once touched briefly, now they're your new normal. Your nervous system has recalibrated. What once overwhelmed you now feels natural. Anxiety turns into curiosity. Resistance becomes invitation. This takes time, but as you consistently choose thoughts, emotions, and actions aligned with your timeline, your biology adapts. You crave stillness over stimulation, nature over noise, simplicity over constant busyness. Your energy stabilizes, not from caffeine or stress, but from alignment itself. You're drawing from the infinite source, consciousness, and as this deepens, you realize your timeline isn't just about your success. It's about becoming a clear channel for art that heals, tech that harmonizes, parenting that empowers, or ancestral healing that liberates. You're here to play your unique role in consciousness awakening through you. And here's the ripple. Your coherence creates a morphic field, making it easier for others to access their highest timelines. Your shift becomes their permission slip. Personal healing, collective healing, individual choice, planetary evolution. Timeline stability anchors you. Living your frequency no longer feels like effort, it feels like coming home. You're not forcing positivity or spiritual discipline. You're naturally drawn to what feels right in your body, choices that generate energy, not drain it, that inspire, not exhaust. This is mastery, not perfection. It's choosing love over fear, presence over distraction, not because you should, but because it feels better in your nervous system. You've rewired your inner compass: anxiety, misalignment, resistance, swimming against your current, exhaustion, pretending to be someone you're not. Your sensitivity isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You feel which conversations expand you and which contract you, which spaces elevate you and which deplete you, and this reveals a profound shift. The old timeline ran on external validation, approval, status, safety through conformity. Your chosen timeline runs on internal coherence, truth in your body, energy in your actions, honor for your unique design. Letting go of the need to be liked is hard because we were taught love is conditional, but your new foundation, unconditional self-worth. You're worthy, not for what you do, but because consciousness chose to be you. When that truth lands in your cells, everything changes. You stop earning love. You express it. You stop performing. You embody. You stop waiting for life to change so you can feel good. Instead, you generate the frequency first and watch reality reorganize around it. This is the ultimate shift. You realize you're not subject to reality. You're the consciousness through which it arises. You've always been the observer collapsing possibility into form. The only question, are you creating from love or from fear, from remembrance or forgetting? Your chosen timeline isn't earned, it's chosen, breath by breath, moment by moment. And as you align, reality responds, not to surface desires, but to authentic impulses from your soul. Desires that serve not just you, but the whole. So tell me, what subtle shift did you notice? Today, a synchronicity, a moment of unexpected flow? Drop it in the comments. Your share creates ripples, helping others recognize their timeline shift. Because consciousness isn't separate. When you stabilize in your truth, you upgrade the field for everyone. Your authenticity gives others permission to be theirs. Your trust dissolves collective fear. Your love echoes through the quantum web, and as you rest in this stability, you're not just healing yourself, you're healing ancestral lines. Every family carries gifts and wounds through genetic memory and energetic resonance. Trauma, fear-based beliefs, survival patterns, they echo across generations until one conscious person chooses to break the cycle. When you choose love over fear, presence over distraction, truth over people-pleasing, you don't just transform your life, you rewrite your lineage. Your great-grandmother's silenced creativity, it flows through you when you paint, write, or build. Your grandfather's buried emotions, they find release in your courage to feel and speak. Your mother's self-sacrifice, it heals when you honor your needs and stay connected. This is the hidden ripple of timeline shifting, personal awakening, ancestral healing, collective evolution. And it doesn't just move forward, it moves backward through time. Quantum physics suggests information flows both ways. When you align with your highest timeline, that coherence sends waves into your past, softening old pain, revealing hidden purpose, transforming trauma into wisdom. Ever notice how, after a deep healing, your past suddenly feels different? What once hurt now teaches. What once trapped you now empowers you. That's retroactive healing, your present coherence rewriting your history. So yes, your shift matters, not just for you, but for your ancestors, your children, and the whole web of life. And one last truth, your chosen timeline isn't a finish line. It's a frequency you return to again and again. Some days, old fears rise, old patterns whisper. You slip into limitation. That's not failure, it's integration. Your nervous system is learning to hold higher light. When it happens, don't fight it. Just pause, breathe, realign. Ask, what choice feels most true right now? Then take it, gently, lovingly. This is how timeline shifting becomes your way of being, not a technique, but a rhythm. Now, I invite you into a quantum experiment. Drop one word below that captures the energy you're embodying now. Let it rise from your soul, not your mind. This isn't just a comment, it's an energetic signature, a broadcast to the field. And when enough of us choose love, presence and possibility, we create collective coherence, making higher timelines available to all. If this resonates, subscribe, not just to this channel, but to the remembrance you are consciousness, expressing itself as you. You came here to love, to create, to heal, to contribute. And your timeline shift? It's already helping others remember their light. You've already arrived in your chosen timeline. It's not out there. It's here, streaming toward you at the speed of love. All you need to do is say yes, align. Remember, choose again and again. Welcome home. And if this awakens something in you, share it. Because when you transmit this truth, you strengthen your own field and make it easier for others to step into their highest reality. Now that you're living from this frequency, you're ready for the next revelation: how quantum manifestation works in reverse. Why starting from your desired reality, not your current one, is the key to effortless creation.